Welcome to Shockwave Electric's YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk about what you should know about your electrical requirements before buying an EV. So, as you probably already know, EV cars are getting more and more popular, and as an electrical contractor, we've been installing more and more EV chargers. So, in the last few years, we've noticed a great change in these chargers. As years back, a charger would go anywhere from a 240 volt 30 amp to 240 volt 50 amp. For example, a 240 volt 30 amp is like your clothes dryer or your water heater. A 50 amp, the big example, is your range in your oven range combo in your house. The standard range is 50 amps usually. Okay. Well, in the last year or so, there has been more and more 80 amp and 100 amp chargers come on the market. The new F-150s go from anywhere from 50 to 100. You get to select what amperage you want to use. So, as a homeowner, what should you know about this? Well, in many areas of the country, especially in rural areas, like I'm in western North Carolina, many houses only come with 100 amp services. So if you was wanting to go buy an EV that required an 80 or 100 amp services, you got a problem. Well, it ain't that you can't go buy an EV. It just would mean you would have to upgrade your service to at least a 200 amp to be able to charge your vehicle. In today's market, this is going to cost anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000. I ain't here to turn anybody away from buying an EV. I just want to make homeowners aware of this before you buy a car and realize that it's going to cost you a lot of money just to be able to charge it. So that's one of the issues we've been noticing lately is the increased amperage on these chargers. Of course, with the increased amperage, they'll charge the car or truck, whatever, very quick now compared to the older chargers that are only like 40 and 50 amps and 30 amps. So you might ask them, why do you need to look on your house before you buy these? Is because you want to make sure you got the capability of this. So in your electrical panel or your outside box, one of the places is going to have a main breaker. If it is only says 100 on it, you can't really, it's going to be tough to come off that and put a large charger. You're going to have to upgrade to a service of at least 200 amps. I've actually thought about buying the Ford Transit van that's electric for work. It goes 125 miles, but you load it down with equipment like we do. Unfortunately, we load them down pretty heavy. My standard transit van weighs 7,500 pounds with all the equipment in it. So when you load this van down, you're just going to cut it down probably less than 100 miles in a day. So 95% of the time, we'd probably be good with that. There's been instances where we went more than 100 miles in a day, one of the surrounding counties. So I don't know. I'm waiting for some of the smaller vehicles to become EV, like the smaller mid-sized trucks or the smaller vans. We'd probably be interested in getting one in their fleet. So, but yeah. So think about before you go and purchase your EV. You need to make sure you got the requirements at home. And a lot of times when you order them, you've got time between ordering a car and getting these EVs. It's when they're usually calling us to come and do an install for your charger, because they'll send your charger before your car arrives. But I just want to make people aware that if you got an older home with a 100 amp service in these new modern vehicles, you're probably going to have to do some upgrading. So it's just something to think about when you're looking at purchasing an EV car. Thanks for your time, and please consider liking and subscribing to our channel. Thank you.